name is Father Vladimir and I welcome you to our second episode of Orthodox Christian Cooking Show, the first ever Orthodox Christian show online. And today we are making potato pancakes. So to make wonderful potato pancakes you need some potatoes, then you need to peel them and eventually grate them. You need some flour, you need an onion, you need some scallions for garnish and sour cream as you serve, and of course you need an egg, you need salt and pepper to taste and oil to fry them. So to begin with I will grate the potatoes, and usually there's a regular standard grater that we use. We can use either this big one or today I'm gonna use the smaller one. It makes a little bit potatoes a little bit finer when you grate them, and the potato pancakes themselves will be a little bit more delicate this way. So we are finishing our potatoes. To begin with, we had like 6 medium potatoes, and the 6 medium potatoes, as you can see, produce quite a bit of grated potatoes. And one trick that I do to prevent potatoes, when you start grating potatoes and leave them like this, they may begin turning dark, oxidizing, and I have a little trick that I put maybe a tablespoon or 2 of lemon juice, and every time I grate a potato I mix it up. Every time I grate a potato I mix it up, and this way the acidity in the lemon juice prevents it from oxidizing. Now as you can see they are pretty watery because there's a lot of water in potatoes. So if you can probably leave it like this, add the rest of ingredients, but you will end up with somewhat soggy potato pancakes. So what I do, I have this strainer, a mesh strainer, and I transfer my potatoes, squeezing the water out into this strainer, all the potato, and I let it sit for a few minutes to let, and maybe squeezing a little bit of that liquid out, and I let it sit for a few minutes so even more liquid will drain this way. Alright, so it has been approximately 2 or 3 minutes since we started our potatoes on the strainer to let the water drain, and you can see there's probably a cup of liquid from 6 potatoes, maybe, yeah, about a cup of liquid drained. You can leave it longer, you can make them as dry as you want, but I think for the purposes of this show this will do it. So all I do, I just transfer, oops, and they're flying all over the place. Anyway, I just transfer them into the bowl, and all I do is add 1 egg, and then I add about approximately 2 tablespoons of flour. Why flour? Because it will help to bind. Well, I was going too quickly through my recipe. One ingredient that I almost forgot is the onion, and you do the onion the same way. If you can use a food processor, so you can perhaps save yourself a tear or 2, you can use the food processor, but I like the old-fashioned way, and I just grate the onion on the same grater that I use for the potatoes. And it's health a medium onion cut in half. You know, grate as much as you can without, you know, grating off your skin of your fingers, and that should actually do it. It's will probably make like a quarter cup of juice, onion juice, with a little bit of onion pulp, and I add that onion into the mix because it gives this nice sweetness that onion has. It adds nicely to the potato cake mix. Then I mix all of it together nicely. It's gonna be a little bit on the kind of not too liquidy side, but with a little bit of egg and there's still some residual juice or water inside of the potatoes. If it will help to bind it together. And actually I'll add a pinch of salt to taste, or as much as you want. Add a little bit of pepper to taste. Just make sure you incorporate it well, all the ingredients. And once you incorporated all the ingredients, you'll be ready to fry your potato pancakes. Well, it looks that our mixture is pretty on the dry side, so I guess I did let it sit and drain for a little too long, but you can always fix it with another egg. All you can just add another egg, and it will add a little bit of moisture, and it also will help a little bit more the binding process. You know, the protein in the white, it binds nicely together. Now it looks pretty good. If you want to spice it up a notch, you can squeeze a clove of garlic into the potato, but be careful, because when you will be frying, onion takes much longer to cook than the garlic, and garlic might get burned and a little bit bitter. So I wouldn't recommend, if you want to put garlic later as part of your garnish or a sauce on it, that would work fine. Now, to fry your potato pancakes, the best vessel to do so is cast iron skillet. Well seasoned cast iron skillet is actually one of the best non-stick vessels that you can find. But if you don't have one, I want to rest you if you do it in a Teflon non-stick pans. But cast iron has so much. First of all, so much longer life. This cast iron skillet lasts forever, and once you season it well, it actually becomes non-stick, with the only condition that you have to really heat the pan up before putting anything in, and that assures you that anything never sticks to it. But we're using this to fry our potato pancakes, and one of the trick to find out whether the oil inside of the pan is hot enough is with a wooden spoon, and you just stick the wooden spoon into the oil, and if it's hot enough, it begins to bubble like this. So that's the indication that the oil is pretty close to where we can put our potato pancakes in. So to fry the potato pancakes, I put a spoonful. I probably will try to fit about 4 potato pancakes in this skillet, but I put it in and I kind of spread it around, because the thinner you make these potato pancakes, oh, this is gonna be a really big one. the thinner you make them, the crispier they will be, and there will be not much mushiness on the inside. So we've been frying the potato pancakes for quite a while now. We made a few, but I just will show you how I do it. I just put a spoonful of the mixture and kind of flatten it down, make it thin, and then just I make sure that I fry it on each side about 3 minutes, and they turn golden brown, and you can see they turn just like that, and they are really crispy and extremely delicious. Alright, it took us about 35 minutes to fry all the pancakes, so it's and let me turn that beeper off. It's you know, the amount of batter that produced out of 6 potatoes, probably enough to feed 4 people. It's a miracle actually that these potato cakes accumulated, because I usually tend to eat them as I fry. But thank God for Matushka Gini, she was you know, making sure that we have some for the shot. But these are the 2 last pancakes that we are frying, and you can see they're nice and golden brown. About 3 on a medium high, 3 minutes on each side, you will get this beautiful brown crispy pancakes on both sides. So these are last 2 are ready to come, and there's a plate, a full plate of potato pancakes, and as you can see, we set them on the paper towel so some of the oil can drain, and as soon as they get out of the heat, you want to season them with salt, so the salt kind of adheres to them nicely. So this is it. This is potato for 4 people, potato pancakes rather, for 4 people, and with the magic of TV, we have a nice little presentation for you. And my mom, when we were little, she would make these potato pancakes, but she would serve them not with the sour cream, but she would make like a little vinaigrette with the sunflower oil, garlic and water, and she would mix it and dip them in, and they were so good. But these are probably come pretty close. Nice and crispy. The onion makes a huge difference in the recipe because it adds a little bit of sweetness, and that's something special. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up on YouTube, share it on Facebook, Twitter, and any other network that you might be active at. I have a surprise for you. 2 weeks from now, our neighbor Father Jason from St. George's is coming to be our chef's star on the show, so make sure to tune in, and if you would like to come and be on our show, give me a call. I would really like to have you, and perhaps you also can come and share your favorite recipe. That's it for today. See you next week.